Good morning and afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube channel and coffee stream number 171. And I hope everyone had a great rest of their day yesterday and a good morning today. And so we're back today with some more news, some more some more fun, and here's hoping the internet will behave today, because that would be very helpful. I do hope the internet decides that it will, stay with me for the whole stream today. So let's see who's with us in chat. We've got Sarah. Hello. Hi, Calvic. Moonshock is here. Green Thunder is here. Grillin' Pirate Pete is here. Nothing for you here. Hello. Mr. Monopoly, good morning to you as well. I do hope, as I said, that we're all having a good day. Seamus, hi. I'm good. I'm dealing with some allergies today, but other than that, I'm good. That's why my voice is a little bit scratchy this morning or this afternoon, and that is why I sound the way I do. I've got my coffee. It's a little weak today because it was the bottom of the can, which always sucks. Hey! Road rage powers activate, says Pumpkin Trucker. Hey, Pumpkin Trucker. How are you? So I've got a bunch of articles for you guys today. Mr. Monopoly even sent me one just before the stream, and I read it over. It's a pretty good one, actually. It's one that'll make us all go, "What the fuck?" So let's move on here and switch over to Safari and get ourselves into some news. So Pinkalo has sent me some, and I have collected some from Discord. I need to find a way to pump coffee right into my brain. So do I. Nothing for you here. So do I. Driving around DC, says Pumpkin Trucker. If I had hair, I'd be pulling it out. I've been to DC before. Yeah. I know of what you speak. Hello, Martin. Good morning to you. Let's see here. So, I believe that, let's see. I've got a few stories here. So we'll do mine first, and then we'll do Pinkalo's, because the titular article is in Pinkalo's line of messages. So we'll do the ones that I grabbed, and then we'll do the ones that Pinkalo sent, because he sent the least amount today. Coffee IV drip for the win, says Sarah. Yeah. Yeah. I need like the biggest amount of CCs a bag can offer, and then one of those wheelie IV racks. Trucker is live. Yeah, Trucker's always live. Trucker does daily dash cams, but it's just video footage, so it's not like there's no what's it called? There's no sound usually. Let's see here. What story do I have first? Okay. Oh, that one's kind of a boring one. Okay, here's an outrageous opinion piece from the right wing side of things. I think this is how it's coming across. So this is opinion piece from Fox News written by a woman named Kristen Wagner, titled Babies aren't cancer. So I think she is going to liken abortion to like chemotherapy or radiation. The cursing is reserved for other people's chats, he says Pumpkin Trucker. You could always have a central line port like I do, but that's for chemo, not caffeine, says Moonshock. That's very true. So I'm assuming this woman's going to link provide the analogy that abortion is the same as cancer treatment, which this is this is going to be, you know how psychotic the left are on abortion. Well, this sounds like it's going to be just as psychotic, but on the right hand side of it. So let's see how ridiculous this woman is. Hello, Skep. All right. This was published 1 day ago, so it's fairly fresh. And this is an opinion piece again, people. So it's got a picture of oh no, it's not a picture. Sorry. It's a sub headline. It's here we go.
Campaign trail mix: Bernie Sanders, Pete Buttigieg, Kirsten Gillibrand, Cory Booker, Amy Klobuchar, Eric Swalwell and Seth Moulton among Democratic presidential candidates who joined demonstrators on the steps of the Supreme Court to protest restrictive abortion laws.
So I guess that's the picture caption. Of everyone that's joining the for the pro-life or for the pro-choice argument. Let's see. Moonshock says third chemo infusion for me tomorrow. Oh, that's right. That's right. All right, let's read this wacky opinion here.
Recently, a professor at the end of complimentary link. End of.
No, what did I do? God damn it, press. Why you gotta screw shit up all the time? Oh. Thank you for the Streamlabs donation from from Load or aka Martin for the $2 Streamlabs donation. Thank you very much. I have a Streamlabs app on my phone now. The Apple version of the OBS Streamlabs is just a monitoring thing. It's not like the Android version where you can actually stream from your phone, which, you know, would be convenient. Because, yeah, whatever. Okay, anyway, let's find the story again because I fucking lost it. Because blind press is I don't know what is wrong with me today. Okay. Where did it go? I do apologize, you guys. I accidentally bumped an extra key when I went to arrow over to the next line. And I have completely lost. There it is. All right. Let's start again, shall we? I apologize, everyone.
Recently, a professor at the link University of California, San Diego link told a class that there were parallels between being pregnant and having cancer. The obvious implication is that, therefore, abortion is a justified medical procedure on par with chemotherapy or surgery to remove a tumor.
Okay. What the hell kind of professor would make that analogy? That's insane. What on earth? I could see maybe a analogy to a parasitic relationship. I know that that's an unpopular opinion, but a baby does take a lot of nutrients from the mother. It takes energy, it takes, yeah, but it's worth it, right? Because when you give birth to that baby, it's, I don't know. A fetus is not a tumor, FFS. I know. I know. Nick Monroe has been censored from Twitter. Oh. Let's see. Oh, hi, Addie. And let's see.
That's outrageous. I have two dear friends and colleagues afflicted with cancer who are fighting for their lives right now. Another friend died 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that is ridiculous. There are no parallels between being pregnant and having cancer. The only no, not even if you are, you know, some freak accident happens and you become so ill that carrying your child will kill you. That's not your child being cancer. That's your body for some reason rejecting the pregnancy. And not even rejecting the pregnancy, but just taking a toll on you. Cancer literally spreads and eats everything around it until there's nothing left. That is a ridiculous and disgusting parallel. There are parallels between being a feminist and being insane. Very true. This is nature that the fetus draws from the mother. Whoever thinks that this is a tumor needs to take an immediate course in biology. Exactly. Um, Hi Gunfox. I'm reading one of the articles you sent me, dude. Abortion should not be seen as a birth control method. I wholeheartedly agree with you. From a male perspective, pregnancy seems to be more like a tapeworm. They consume all the energy the host has, and the host gets bigger. Cancer is inherent in the DNA of cells. Yep. You can't fix insanity, says TC. No, you know you cannot. It has always blown my mind that ideologues have been ready to throw science out the window when it suits them. Yes, yes, it has. A few of them will hurt your brain. Yeah, this one is.
Link. Cancer. Destroys a person's body and ends a person's dreams. It turns a person's body against itself. Cancer rips through a life and makes wives into widows, children into orphans, and friends into numb, grieving shells.
Yep.
On the other hand, I've also had the privilege of bringing 3 new people into the world. I've seen my sister and sisters-in-law have the same privilege. Pregnancy, childbirth, and parenting bring joy and beauty to the world. Babies come into our lives and make us mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers.
You know, this is not as whack jobby as I thought it was going to be. This is a fairly level headed opinion. And it's true. You know, being a parent, despite some of the stuff that you're sitting there wanting to pull your hair out and, you know, your kids are driving you insane, I would much rather be a parent than have a disease that will kill me. Do you know what I mean? I would rather deal with every part of being a parent, the good, the bad, the screaming tantrums as well as the I love you mommies. And it's to compare that to cancer is absolutely ridiculous. This professor should be ashamed of themselves for making that comparison and for trying to teach that to their students. My dad is suffering from tracheal cancer, says nothing for you here. That's awful. Let's see. Cancer destroys lives. If you doubt that, ask me about it and I'll give you a story, says Moonshock. Yeah, no kidding. You want to hurt your head to hurt even more? Check general channel on Discord. Uh-oh. I'm scared. Okay, let's continue with this here.
Link. Kevin McCarthy. It's dangerous to tell people that the experience of creating new life is akin to the torment of the most feared disease. It's fearfully similar, in fact, to the rhetoric of evil regimes like Nazi Germany and Stalinist Russia, which tend to talk about unwanted groups of cancers and parasites.
Yep.
Today, unborn people pose a threat. Tomorrow, it will be the elderly, the terminally ill, or the mentally handicapped. This idea is awfully convenient for oppressive, hateful regimes, because comparing a certain group of people to a disease threatening the rest of us quickly leads to rationalizations of horrific things, like genocide. After all, the argument goes, if the existence of one group poses a threat to the rest of us, shouldn't we be allowed to defend ourselves and eradicate the threat?
Yep. That's exactly how that thought process works.
So when a professor teaches young people that unborn babies are like cancer, that professor is telling a horrifying lie, advocating for the evil principle that not all lives are worth protecting, that some people, even though they are innocent, deserve to be destroyed at society's whim.
Mm-hmm.
The interesting thing about these kinds of evil principles is that they undermine our ability to think clearly. Confused thinking is on full display in the attempted comparisons between unborn babies and cancer cells. For example, a lesson attempts to say babies are parasites, a claim that is by definition wrong, because a parasite is link defined as an intruder of a different species. An unborn baby is, quite obviously, of the same species as the mother.
That's true. I didn't, and as I said, I didn't say that fetuses were parasites. I'm saying that the closest biological relationship you could make, it would be like a parasitic relationship, but they're not parasites.
Another comparison is that babies are like cancer because they both grow rapidly, which would be a laughably bad argument if the subject matter weren't so deadly serious. The structure of this argument is babies grow fast, and b, cancer grows fast. Therefore, 3, babies are just like cancer.
No. That is a terrible argument. That is an absolutely terrible argument. that that is like saying, yeah, and they call us the Nazis, says Maniac Man. I know, right? It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Is it still that abortion article? Yeah. Why?
According to this argument, everything that grows fast would be just like cancer. So during a growth spurt, a 2-year-old entire body may be just like cancer? That's ridiculous. One of the comparisons unwittingly reveals the secret motivation of the pro-abortion agenda. The San Diego professor slide says that babies and cancer are both unexplained invaders. Pro-abortion advocates often give us the impression that an unborn baby just appears, without warning or explanation, in a helpless woman's body. Obviously, that is false. We know where babies come from, but part of the goal of these activists is to disentangle sex and conception, and convince people that having sex and having a baby are completely separate and unrelated things, suggesting that babies, like cancer, just appear out of nowhere and start changing a woman's body, provides the baseline rationale for the barbaric act of abortion. You are currently on.
See, I don't know if I would go so far as to call abortion a barbaric act. The main job of women is to bring the next generation into the world, says Gunfox. How is pregnancy unexplained, says Sarah. I don't know. No, the storks do it. It's not sex, it's the storks. Oh, let's see here.
Indeed, the true nature of abortion is becoming ever more evident through the incredible advances in ultrasound technology that show us in ever greater detail babies' intricate, miraculous development, and what we see is that they are undeniably human. But abortion advocates refuse to accept what their own eyes tell them. We see from this slide that the pro-abortion agenda has become an exercise in ideology. Facts and logic must be bent and distorted in an increasingly desperate attempt to justify killing innocent babies. Link. Click here to get.
And that's the end of that article, or that's the end of that opinion piece. So that's just talking about what the San Diego professor said. I thought it was going to be some like crazy right wing, like, abortion is evil. But no, it was a pretty level headed response to a stupid analogy that was made in a class. Eventually, all humans will be grown in labs. Yeah, you know what? That's probably not wrong. The children are found under cabbage leaves on farms, says Skeptalk. By the way, I posted some fun articles on your server. Oh, awesome. Discord, hold on. Discord is not private. Usually I put it in. I usually put the link. I sometimes put the link into chat. Every once in a while. Let's see. All right. Just build a wall around California and fill it in with dirt, says Moonshot. Yep. That is probably a good, what's it called? A good idea. Yes, yes, yes. I know. All right. Let's do a share link here and copy. And hopefully I can paste this without it being a douchebag. Because sometimes YouTube chat doesn't like me doing that. There you go, guys. If anyone is not in the Discord, that is the link. It is set to expire, so if you're here in live chat, then you can click on it, but it's going to expire if you're watching the replay. It will not be able to be used. If you are watching the replay and you do want to be in the Discord, you can hit me up on Twitter in my DMs or send me a friend request on Discord and I can send you the link. So, our next story is about. The Pentagon says that Iran's Revolutionary Guards responsible for oil tanker attacks. Well, that's not good. Like at all. We don't need oil tankers attacking things. Oh, by the way, you do need roles to post in my Discord server, and I will assign the roles to any newcomers after the stream is done. Just so you guys know. But you will get your roles when when the stream is over. Um, let's see here. You are welcome, Martin. Okay, let's read here about Iran and its Revolutionary Guard, whatever that means. This is another Fox News article. Okay. And it's also another article from GunFox.
Documents show Iran is having a difficult time funding militias across the Middle East due to U.S. sanctions, Richardson reports from the State Department.
I see.
American military officials said Friday that link, Iran's Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, is directly responsible for attacks on tankers off the United Arab Emirates earlier this month.
Well, that doesn't sound like a very friendly activity. That sounds like a warlike activity to me. I'm not entirely sure what that would accomplish. that really does not sound like an intelligent thing to be doing. I did a mass news drop, says Gunfox. Yes, you certainly did, sir. I see, Blind Press 2019. Yeah, I say that a lot. Dinner rolls with honey butter. That sounds so good. There's this, I know this is off topic, but you guys just reminded me because you're talking about dinner rolls. There's this little store in our mall that is a pretzel shop, and it sells soft pretzels and freaking pretzel breadsticks stuffed with cheese, and holy frig, they're so good. It's the German in me. I have to say, I love my pretzels, and they're cheap and they're huge. They are ginormous. Like, this is a two-handed pretzel. Let me tell you that. Like, now I want a pretzel. Fuck. um, let's see here.
The officials said the attacks were part of a campaign by the Iranian regime that prompted the U.S. to deploy additional troops to the Middle East.
Additional troops, which were then called an opportunity for a target. Oh my god, this does not look good. Oh god.
The attack against the shipping in Fujairah we attributed to the IRGC, said Rear Admiral Michael Gilday, the director of the Joint Staff. He added that the Pentagon attributed limpet mines used in the attack to the IRGC. He declined to describe the means of delivery of the mines.
Well, that's probably classified information. Would it help to tell you I'm in the middle of baking a cake? No, now I want cake and pretzels. A two-handed pretzel, poor Pincalo. Soft pretzels are the bombs is all you need. They are. A two-handed pretzel. Must be large. Oh, they're big. And they are you can get just a plain salted one. You can get... Oh, that doesn't mean it's classified information. That means they don't know. Okay, thank you, Pink Hollow. Um, Canadian goose bait or pate. Let's see. Pretzels, dinner rolls. I hate you all. I miss bread, says Pumpkin Trucker. Oh, fuck. Carbs. Yeah. You can't do carbs. Okay, so they have okay, I'm gonna stop talking about pretzels now. God damn it. Okay, back to the news, press. Focus on the news. Do not talk about pretzels for the entire stream. Oh man. Okay. Maybe for one of the blind travel videos, I'll go get a pretzel and show you guys. Um, let's see here.
Military experts initially said that the attacks on oil tankers were perpetrated by Iran or its proxies, but didn't name the exact party responsible.
Okay. So at first they didn't name the exact party, but I guess now that I guess they're willing to say that it's the Iranian Guard Corps. They actually do have a cinnamon sugar pretzel, Gun Fox. A pretzel? Are you a pretzel? I don't know, RJ. Let's see here. What if we don't want to stop talking about pretzels? Says Sarah. There are no pretzel emojis. I know. Um, let's see here. What else is going on in chat? Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps. Yep, that's what it's called. IRGC. Oh god, dentist. Well, I would say have fun, but that sounds a little cruel. So how about I hope it goes well. How's that? How does that sound, Mr. Monopoly? Um, let's see. Okay.
Link. Trump designates Iran's rebel. The IRGC was formally classified last month as a foreign terrorist organization in an effort to put further pressure on Iran.
Oh. Well, that's a bold statement. You're going to classify the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps as a terrorist organization? So you're going to label basically the army of a country, I think they're the army of the country, as a terrorist organization? Well, that sounds, like I said, a bold statement.
Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, citing the IRGC's ties to terror plots, said the designation recognizes a basic reality. This designation is a direct response to an outlaw regime and should surprise no one, he said. The IRGC masquerades as a legitimate military organization, but none of us should be fooled.
I see. No, they're a political violence group. Okay. Yeah, well, then that's a good thing. Like, it's still a bold like, these are a lot of bold, decisive moves that are going on both sides. Like the U.S. Declaring that group a terrorist organization, them attacking oil tankers, the U.S. moving carrier groups into the area, Iran saying those groups are targets of opportunities for targets. I don't think this is posturing anymore. I think this is getting close to, if not If not a full-blown war, at least a Cold War.
Link. Buttigieg slams Trump old link. Pompeo's Trump link. Trump said Friday that the U.S. will deploy an additional 1,500 link. Trump said Friday that the U.S. will deploy an additional 1,500 troops to the region amid heightened tensions with Iran that already led to the deployment of additional warships and bombers to the Middle East earlier this month to counter unspecified threats to U.S. interests. Link. Iran LAC. In addition, all non-essential U.S. staff at the U.S. Embassy and Consulate in Iraq were ordered to leave following a surprise visit by Pompeo. The top diplomat previously said U.S. intelligence shows that Iranian-backed militia groups move their rockets near bases housing American personnel. You are
Oh
currently
dear. They're moving rockets in towards bases housing American personnel. That's just not good. Like I said, this is way more than just posturing at this point. At least in my humbly uninformed opinion. Okay, when I was in, no, this is exactly what posturing is. When I was in, it was up and down. Okay. Trump sure does get slammed, according to the news. That sounds kinky. It does. Iran wants to war with the U.S., says Gunfox. I would assume so.
Trump said the troops would have a mostly protective role as part of a buildup that began this month in response to what the U.S. said was a threat from Iran without providing details or evidence. Link. Click here for the Fox.
All right, so that's the end of that article. Ow. God damn. My back is really sore today. Iran is poking at the hornet's nest, says Moonshock. And they're going to get stung if they're not careful. Yeah? No more pretzel talk. Hey, we were being good. Like Iran, says Skip Talk. All right. Next story. What's an interesting story here? Oh yeah, here's one. Rolling to a halt, Memorial Day motorcycle rally ends 30-year tradition. Well, why would they end that? That sounds silly. Pretzel, beer, and schnitzel. Pretzel. You guys are all about pretzels. What have I done? What have I done? All right. All right. Where's the beginning of this story? Here we go. All right.
Roll on, no more. After a 3-decade run, a veteran advocacy group will hold its last motorcycle demonstration ride, called Rolling Thunder, in the U.S. Capitol this Memorial Day weekend.
I've heard of Rolling Thunder. Why are they ending Rolling Thunder? That's not cool. Did I hear pretzels? Yes, we've been talking a lot about pretzels. These pretzels are making me thirsty. Now I get it. Hi, Irate. That's because Sanguine made us foodies. Yes, he did. All right.
The nonprofit that organizes the rally, Rolling Thunder Incorporated, was founded in the late 1980s to bring public attention to prisoners of war and those missing in action and to hold the government to account for veterans who never made it home.
That's a good idea. That's a very good and laudable thing. Why is this over now? This is not good.
We signed basically a blank check that said, I'll give you up to, and including, my life to defend our Constitution and defend the American freedoms, Doc Stewart, the group's New England regional liaison, told NPR's Amy Held. But the return is, you're going to ensure that I come home afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Every year, hundreds of thousands of motorcyclists converge near the Pentagon outside Washington, D.C., then rumble through the city's downtown. But next year's Memorial Day weekend will be a quiet one. The main reason the organizers gave for calling it quits is financial. It costs them about $200,000 last year to hold the rally, WAMU's Michaela Lefrick. Link. Reports. York.
Oh, that sucks. And I guess there's not enough money being raised, or 200 grand to put it on. That's a lot of money. All these people show up for Rolling Thunder, but no one wants to help pay the costs, says Pumpkin Trucker. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Um, that's really unfortunate.
A lot of that money went to the Pentagon for things like security, toilets, and parking lot use, according to Rolling Thunder President Joe Bean. Article continued. Advocate third party at end of. Pentagon spokesperson Sugoff told WAMU's Lefrick that the fees are appropriate. Just keep in mind that effective preparation for an event the size and scale of the Rolling Thunder ride is a complicated and lengthy process, especially for security. Goff said, the Pentagon has not wavered in its support of Rolling Thunder. Regardless, the ride's organizers have decided their money can be better spent. The amount of money that we put on for the one demonstration ride, we could probably help a lot more veterans with it, Doc Stewart further told NPR. Stewart said next year, the group plans to hold smaller rides at its chapters across the United States. You are currently
Okay, so they're not like, I guess they're gonna put on smaller versions of Rolling Thunder. I guess um okay, I've had pretzel or breakfast. Talk pretzels all you want, says all you need. Um that's a lot of dough, says RJ. Yeah. Uh Pink Hollow says, unfortunately that's the whole thing with all the biker rallies these days. Even the Friday the 13th showings are becoming slimmer and slimmer. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, basically, he also says basically anything that has to do with bikers is deemed to be racist from these evil fucking people. Yep. Beaver tails are better. Oh. Each chapter should be paying for the biggest event. That's true. Um, but yeah, if they do smaller rides per like for each chapter, and like maybe turn it into a fundraiser type of deal, like a fundraising ride, um, then pool all the money to get like, or not even pool all the money, but each chapter can do certain things for the veterans in their area. That would be, I think, a better way to spend the money.
end of main content recapture challenge recap.
Oh, I think that's the end of that article, or let me just check. Why do I have a recapture? Yeah, that's the end of that article. Okay, let's see. What other ones do I have here? Oh, here's the one from Mr. Monopoly. Here we go. All right. Captain Marvel triggers fanboys with what? With deleted what? No smile scene. I read this article. It's written by a intrepid male feminist. And we'll be able to see what I mean when we read this. All right, here we go.
A Twitter troll's outrage is never spent, it seems. Fanboys across Twitter shed many fanboy tears about a deleted scene that Marvel Studios released to promote the June home entertainment release of Link, Captain Marvel.
Wait, June home release? Didn't Captain Marvel come out like at the end of April? Even for nowadays, isn't that an incredibly fast theater to video ratio? Beaver tails. They are a pastry, like they're not quite a donut, but I guess they're like a more like a cruller shape. Um, and it's basically fried and dipped in. It's like a big chocolate slab of pastry. It's fucking amazing. And you get them mostly in the winter time. You can get them in the capital of Canada when you go skating on the big canal there, the Rideau Canal. They have stands out on the ice. You go and you buy these beaver tails and you just skate around and you eat these freaking fresh, hot. Oh my god, now I want a beaver tail and a pretzel. Damn you, Pincalo, for saying beaver tail. It sounds like an elephant tail, says Sarah. Hmm. Male feminist equals creeper, says straight cis male. Yep. All right, let's see what this article has to say here.
It's an extended and alternate version of a scene already in the movie, in which Captain Marvel has landed on 1990s Earth and is reading a map to find her way around Los Angeles, when a testosterone-addled jerk on a motorcycle pulls up next to her and catcalls her. He even asks what? No smile. You are
I love how being being male, thus carrying more testosterone in your body, is now being testosterone addled. Could you imagine? Could you imagine referring to a woman as an estrogen saturated bitch? Could you like the absolute disdain for men from men is absolutely sick. It's sick and it's sad. All right.
In this version of the scene, the captain offers him a handshake, demonstrates her iron grip, and asks for his bike lest he should lose his hand. He quickly relents. It plays a lot like any scene from the Terminator franchise where an outsider to present Day Earth uses some aggressive negotiation tactics to get to what they need, but with a satisfying feminist twist of Captain Marvel both getting what she needs and putting some toxic masculinity in its place.
How is he being he so hitting on her and asking why she's not smiling, and it uh warrants her breaking his hand by crushing it and saying, "Give me your bike." I'm pretty sure that usually before the Terminator takes things from people, they're usually pushy or dickish to Terminator, and he ends up um either where like they basically in the Terminator, isn't it pretty much people start shit with him and he just finishes it? Like, John Connor teaches him. There's even times where John Connor's like, no, you can't do that. That's not right. If you want to save me, then you have to listen to me and not do things like, what are you talking about? Have you ever watched a Terminator movie?
Advertisement. Third part heading level 3. Related. Link. So, of course, certain outraged male viewers took to Twitter to vent their own toxic masculinity in solidarity with the biker dude and his bruised hand. One tweet read, "Man, it is so empowering to watch a woman with superpowers physically hurt and then threaten to break a man's hand and steal his motorcycle and jacket because he said something rude to her. So empowering. Empowerment."
And he wasn't even that rude, I don't think. Like, I haven't seen the movie, but if you're gonna ask somebody what, no smile, and that warrants getting your hand smushed and your bike and jacket stolen, I'm not entirely sure why, but okay.
Another, apparently upset by his perceived notion that a Marvel Cinematic Universe is, rather than being a studiously apolitical corporate juggernaut, a mouthpiece for left-wing activists, added, "We'll get a deleted scene from Endgame where the Hulk is getting ready to go liberate Palestine while Captain America is beating up protesters outside of Planned Parenthood."
An apolitical juggernaut, huh? Has I are what movies have you been watching where you have seen an apolitical juggernaut? I'm very confused here. Because this bitch doesn't know the lead of all the Terminator movies was Linda Hamilton, a woman. Yeah, I know, right? The best parts of Captain Marvel are the parts where she doesn't appear, says Moonshock. Well, this author's never watched any of the Terminator movies. Yeah, apparently. That movie could have been better had another actress played her, says Sarah.
It's fascinating that a certain, very secure, social media obsessed contingent of male fandom, empowered by being given both a platform and relative anonymity, has appeared so very threatened by Captain Marvel, even taking to Rotten Tomatoes weeks in advance of its release to preemptively lower its audience score. The matter was serious enough that it prompted a change. Rotten Tomatoes has since announced that only verified ticket buyers will be able to rate a film upon its release.
Of course. So now they finally come out and admit that that was because of Captain Marvel. You remember at first when that happened, Rotten Tomatoes was like, no, 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 no. It's just a coincidence. We just don't want people to shit on all the movies that are here. It has nothing to do with Captain Marvel. And now they're like, yeah, I don't think so. Nobody tell her anything. I'm going to watch with the Terminator 1 and 2 with her again. Okay. They weren't rating it before the movie. They were stating whether or not they wanted to see it before the movie, says Random American. Yeah, I know, right? Crazy people. All right.
Avail yourselves below of the extended scene that has apparently threatened the masculinity of so many. Frame.
Dare I?
Look side up. Frame.
No, you guys won't be able to see it anyways. And yeah, you guys won't be able to see it even if I do play this. And then because it's Captain Marvel, I will get my channel fucking or my stream struck. So unfortunately, if you want to look it up, If that movie hadn't been released right before Endgame, it wouldn't have done so well. No, you're absolutely correct, Sarah. I think they did that on purpose. Feminists are all dumb in this sense. Yep. All right. Let's find let's get the messages from Pincalo here. Because he sent me some as well. Okay, just rewatch the original scene from the Terminator. You know, the one where he's the villain. He asks first and then responds with violence afterwards. Yeah, exactly. Crazy people. All right, let's see here. Let us see which story we've got first from Pincalo here. Oh, I think it's a Star article. Oh boy. Oh, it's another abortion article. What's this one here? Online supplier of abortion pills defies FDA order to stop providing them in US. Well, this is from Sunday, so it's not too old. So let's see here. Let's see. This is a Dutch doctor who's selling these pills.
As abortion becomes increasingly inaccessible in parts of the U.S., a Dutch physician is defying an order from the Food and Drug Administration to quit providing abortion pills using the internet and the mail. The doctor, Rebecca Gompertz, has for years run Women on Web, a Netherlands-based nonprofit that ships mifepristone made in India to women in countries where abortion is illegal. Last summer, she launched Aid Access to provide the same pills to U.S. customers. As abortion becomes increasingly inaccessible in parts of the U.S., a Dutch physician is defying the Food and Drug Administration's order to quit providing abortion pills using the internet and the mail. Image. As Aid Access claims to be growing quickly, with more than 21,000 U.S. orders in the last 6 months, according to the Guardian newspaper. The organization filled between a third and half of the requests, despite shutting down for 10 weeks after the FDA sent a warning letter on March 9th. You are currently on a text element.
Wow. Okay then. So she's selling, I guess, morning after pills? I think. I think. Thank you for the another $2 donation. I think it was from Martin. I thank you very much. So let's see here.
The warning letter said Aid Access was violating U.S. law and endangering customers by selling misbranded and unapproved new drugs. You are currently on
Yeah.
it. In response, the organization's Idaho-based lawyer, Richard Hearn, who is also a physician, sent a letter to the FDA on May 16th. Because access to medical abortions in the U.S. has been so restricted by the FDA, he wrote, women have been forced to attempt to exercise their right to abortion by way of the internet.
Okay. Oh no, from Duck Dog. That was the $2 from Duck Dog. Sorry. Um, that's not how that works.
Article continued. Aid Access resumed service the next day.
Wow. That's ballsy. Okay then. So we've got this Dutch doctor who's shipping untested, approved pills to the US. We've got a lawyer who's working for this company who is also a doctor saying, "Oh, well, if you had an access or a restricted access to abortion, then this wouldn't be a thing." And then as soon as he sent that letter to the FDA, this doctor from Netherlands is like, "Okay, well, we will just start up again." Good Lord. How ridiculous can you be?
Read more. Link. The FBA declined to discuss its next step. We cannot comment on a potential future action at this time, the agency emailed, but we remain very concerned about the sale of unapproved mifepristone for medical termination of early pregnancy on the internet, because this bypasses important safeguards designed to protect women's health.
Yeah. Like, how do you know that that's what you're getting when you buy it on the internet?
The abortion pill regimen, which is effective through the first 9 weeks of pregnancy, actually involved two drugs. Mifepristone, sold in the US by Danco Laboratories and branded Mifeprax, disrupts the pregnancy, then misoprostol triggers uterine contractions and expulsion of the grape-sized fetus. Your article continue below.
Great. That's just great. First 9 weeks of pregnancy. Yes, Blind, it sounds like she's selling Plan Bs through the mail, illegal Plan Bs that are obtained through India. That's insane. See you later, Moonshock. That's not how any of this works, says Skeptalk. Yeah, I know, right? See you later. Or Skep says he'll be right back. Okay.
The FDA requires women who want the regimen to make 2 visits to the doctor, and they can't get mifepristone from pharmacies. It can only be dispensed in clinics or medical offices by specially certified healthcare providers.
Makes sense.
Aid Access, in contrast, provides pills after a woman consults online with the prescribing doctor and gets a blood test. She receives instructions for taking the drugs, what to expect, and when to see a doctor if a problem occurs. You are current.
How do you get a blood test to somebody you're seeing over the internet? And how does that conversation go when you walk into the lab to get your blood work done? And who's this going? And who's this like doctor? This
Notification
or
Center,
she's selling
12.
drugs that abortion products
Close.
or what
12 point dot SFNS text black align left.
she's
Close.
selling
Safari.
she's selling drugs that abortion or that doctors would use. Okay, but still, how can you actually get a blood test sent to somebody that you're seeing over the internet? Could you imagine going to the lab? Who's this blood test for? I see this doctor's not even in the States. How is this going to work? Like,
Numerous other international websites ship abortion pills without prescription or any medical oversight. That's why a group of researchers who support abortion rights created Plan C, a website with a report card that rates such websites on product quality, price, and shipping time. The combination of very safe and effective medication abortion and the pervasiveness of global commerce make internet access virtually unstoppable, said public health researcher Elisa Wells, co-director of Plan C.
Okay, that doesn't make it right. That really, really doesn't make it right. Just because it can't be stopped doesn't make it right. Ugh.
She believes the proliferation of ultra-restrictive state abortion laws is fueling demand for online abortion bills. Earlier this month, Plan C's web traffic spiked from 1,000 hits a day to 8 times that many after. Link, Alabama. Link, Alabama, black. His governor signed a law that bans abortions in almost all cases, including rape or incest.
After 6 weeks. not just outright after 6 weeks. You dishonest piece of crap reporting. Holy crap.
Governors in Kentucky. Link, Mississippi. You are current link, Ohio, and Georgia have recently approved bans on abortion once a fetal heartbeat is detected, which can happen in the 6th week of pregnancy, before many women know they're pregnant. Missouri's governor on Friday signed a law outlawing abortions after 8 weeks. Other states are considering similarly restrictive measures. Although the laws are not being enforced because of legal challenges, abortion foes hope this sets the stage for the U.S. Supreme Court to revisit and even overturn Roe v. Wade, a landmark 1973 case that legalized abortion nationwide.
Which is not going to happen. That no one's going to overturn Roe versus Wade. They call it a right. It's not a right to kill another being. No. Yeah, nobody's going to revisit Roe versus Wade.
List 3 items. Link, end of the top stories. Right pointing black pointer.
We're done with that article. So, yeah, stupid, irresponsible doctor from the Netherlands just shipping abortion pills to freaking people in other countries. And somehow getting blood tests from them. That makes stupidness. Two dead as men stabbed 16 schoolgirls, 2 adults in rampage near Tokyo. Huh. I know someone who just went to Tokyo. Interesting. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, all right, here we go.
Kawasaki, Japan. -16 pupils and 2 parents waiting with them for their school bus were stabbed by a man wielding knives in Kawasaki near Tokyo on Tuesday morning, leaving a girl and a man dead, police and school officials said. The 16 schoolgirls, pupils of Karigas Elementary School, a private Catholic school in the city, were attacked by the suspect, identified by police as 51-year-old Kawasaki resident Ryuichi Iwasaki, who was holding knives in both hands. You are currently...
God damn. Double knives. Okay, then. But why? Why did he do that? That's just... why? She can't even verify who the blood is coming from, says Sarah. Oh, yeah, I know, right?
Iwasaki died in hospital as a result of a self-inflicted stab wound to the neck, police said. A boy also sustained minor injuries in the attack, they added. Photo. The incident occurred at around 7:40 a.m. on a street near a park in a residential area, about 250 meters from Noborito Station on East Japan Railway Ko's Nabu Line and the Dakai Electric Railway Ko's Dakai Wadawara Line.
Jesus Christ, voiceover. You're having trouble with those words, aren't you?
Officials of the school, which provides 8 morning shuttle buses for pupils between the station and the school, said the attack occurred as pupils were waiting for the 5th bus.
Wow. But why, though? Was he insane? Like, was there somebody that he knew? Like, why? Why did this happen?
I was standing at the front of the line of children waiting for the 6th bus, and when I finished helping around 6 children board, I heard children screaming at the end of the line, Satoru Shitori, vice principal of the school, said in a press conference. Shitori said that was when he saw the suspect, holding what appeared to be long knives, escaping on foot. As the bus driver got off and started to give chase, the vice principal made an emergency call to police, he said. The children did nothing wrong. I don't know what to do with my anger, another school official told the news conference. The school will close through the end of this month.
Oh, wow. So they're going to mourn. They're going to close and mourn and probably provide some sort of grieving and bereavement services, I hope, anyway.
Photo_photo. According to eyewitnesses, the suspect slowly approached the children and was shouting, "I'm gonna kill you," during the rampage. He had close cropped hair and was wearing glasses.
But why?
The police retrieved 2 knives at the scene and found 2 more in a backpack believed to belong to the suspect. Of the victims, an 11-year-old girl, identified as 6th grader Hanako Kirabayashi of Tama, Western Tokyo, and Satoshi Oyama, a 39-year-old foreign ministry official who was the father of an unharmed pupil, died in hospital from stab wounds to their necks, according to police and hospital officials.
Oh. God damn it, Pink Hollow, why'd you send me this?
Oyama, a Myanmar language interpreter, also sustained cuts to his back, which he might have received while trying to protect the children, the investigative sources said. 2 girls and a woman in her 40s sustained serious injuries in the attack, the police said. Prime Minister Shinzo Abe said the government must ensure children's safety by all means. He instructed the education minister and the chairman of the National Public Safety Commission to check on safety measures taken while elementary and junior high school students are commuting. Corridor school officials met the press after convening an emergency meeting with pupils' parents in the afternoon. The school operator was founded by Suor La Charite Quebec, an organization of Catholic nuns in Quebec City in Canada, according to the school's website.
Oh, I didn't know that. Like, at all. Pink Hollow is crazy.
Pools of blood were left at the scene, cordoned off by investigators. "I heard a man and a woman screaming," said a 50-year-old woman who lives in the neighborhood. "I rushed out of my house and saw many ambulances." Knives are among the most commonly used weapons in random attacks in Japan, where tight gun controls are in place.
You see? You see what happens when you take guns away? You people have knives. Do you see? Do you see?
Major violent rampage cases in Japan in the recent years. September 8, 1999, man attacks pedestrians with a knife and hammer in Tokyo's.
Oh, this is just this chart of. These are just major violent rampage stuff. Let's read through. This is a list of attacks. So here's
September 8, 1999, man attacks pedestrians with a knife and hammer in Tokyo's Ikebukuro district, killing 2 and injuring 6.
wow. Okay.
September 29th, man kills 5 people and injures 10 after driving a car into a crowd at JR Shimonoseki Station in Yamaguchi Prefecture before stabbing passersby.
So then that's the same month. So 2 in September of 99.
June 8, 2001, knife-wielding man enters an elementary school in Akita, Osaka Prefecture, killing 8 students and wounding 15 other pupils and teachers. March 23, 2008, man stabs pedestrians with a knife near a shopping mall in Tsuchiura, Ibaraki Prefecture, leaving 1 man dead and 7 others injured. June 8, man kills 7 people and wounds 10 after mowing down pedestrians with a truck in a vehicle-free zone before going on a stabbing spree with a knife in Tokyo's Akihabara district.
God damn, the same day? Holy fuck.
June 22, 2010, former temporary worker of automaker Mazda Motor Corporation hits employees with a car at a plant in Hiroshima Prefecture, leaving 1 man dead and 11 wounded. July 26, 2016, former employee of a residential mental health care facility in Sagamihara, Kanagawa Prefecture, stabs residents and employees, killing 19 disabled people and injuring 26 others.
Holy crap, Japan, fix yo shit. What the hell is going on in Japan? There's no more gun crime, but people are still being killed left, right, and center. Yeah. What's the Japanese word for crazy, insane person? I don't know.
Map showing corridor.
So that's the list of crazy rampagey stuff that's happened in Japan since 1999. Good Lord, Pinkala. Mississauga woman alleges she was blocked from buying a Guelph area home because she is black. Okay, X'd out. But let's read about this. So Guelph is basically a Scottish settled city. It's about 45 minutes. Well, no, maybe less than that. About half an hour away from where Pink Hollow and I live. And Mississauga is a suburb of Toronto. Just to give you guys a just to give you guys a geographical position. So she's probably trying to find a home out of Toronto because the housing prices are absolutely retarded there. And I mean absolutely retarded. Like, what's that? You want a 3-bedroom house for you and your 2 children and your husband? Oh, well, that'll be close to $1 million, please. What's that? You want to live in a place that's not full of traffic and full of drugs and stuff? Oh, that'll be like $3 million, please. It's freaking ridiculous. Anyway, let's read about this claim here.
A Mississauga woman who alleges she was prevented from buying a townhouse in Fergus, Ont, because she is black has brought a complaint against the home builder to the Human Rights Tribunal of Ontario.
Okay, Fergus is not Guelph. People, I know it's close, but it's not Guelph. Fergus is another small city, again, settled by a bunch of Scottish people.
Michelle Wilkes, a registered practical nurse, is seeking $50,000 and an apology from Cambridge, Ont, based Reed's Heritage Homes, as well as Carmen Russia, a new home sales consultant for the builder. Michelle Wilkes, a registered practical nurse, is seeking Michelle Wilkes, a registered practical nurse, is both Reeds and Russia denied the allegations, which have not yet gone before the tribunal. In her claim, Wilkes says she felt like she had been punched in the face after her encounter with Russia on April 11, 2017, in Fergus, north of Guelph. Wilkes alleges in the claim that Russia switched from helpful, warm and bubbly on the telephone to detached and much less welcoming when Wilkes showed up later that day to view the model townhouse unit in a new subdivision called Westminster Highlands. The article continued below. Russia had told her on the phone the $461,000 unit was available, Wilkes says. According to her claim, Wilkes says that after driving for an hour from Brampton with her partner Terence Thomas and arriving at the sales center in Fergus, Russia told Wilkes she would need to provide the entire $22,000 deposit for the unit that day. But minutes later, when Wilkes told Russia she had her checkbook and was ready to pay, Russia refused to accept the money, Wilkes says in her claim.
Okay. But that's weird. So she said, if you want this unit, you got to put down the deposit today, which I suppose I don't know I don't know about how buying houses works, so I don't know if that's um good luck. Reed says it's actually a sub of a different company, dumbasses, says Pink Hollow. The Scottish are very interesting, says RJ. Yeah, Fergus is like 20-30 minutes north of Guelph. Yeah.
Russia said that she could not sell the unit to my partner, and Russia claimed that a man had visited the previous day who was very interested and that he would perhaps be making an offer on the following day, and for this reason she could not sell the unit, Wilkes says in her application to the tribunal.
Okay, but that's not saying that she's black. She's got competition. She can't sell the unit until all the offers are in. I don't know, like she has this I'm still waiting for the I'm not selling this unit to you because you're black statement.
Vox says after she and her partner Thomas, a correctional officer who is black, left the sales office, Thomas later called Rasha back on the telephone asking about and expressing interest in the unit. Rasha stated that the unit was still available to be purchased, not knowing that Mr. Thomas was the same man that had accompanied me to the viewing earlier that day. I heard the entire conversation, as Mr. Thomas had placed the call on speaker, Vox says in her filing to the tribunal.
Okay. So did he not speak when you went to visit the unit? Did he just kind of stand there and let you do all the talking? It's probably like when you get your give your first and last month's rent. Some places require a cashier check rather than a personal check. Yeah. I'm actually on my way to all three cities right now. Guelph, Fergus, and Mississauga?
On discovering who Mr. Thomas was after asking him a few questions, Ms. Rasha sounded very uncomfortable and rushed to end the conversation, Vox says in her claim. You are currently...
Okay.
I've heard stories of this happening to other people, but this was the first time I experienced this type of injury. This injury was serious, and this type of harm, of being discriminated against and denied a home, has led me to feel powerless, Vox says in her claim.
Okay, but they didn't say... But they didn't say anything about you being black. Where did they say you can't have this house, you're black? Where? Where in your complaint did you write that? Oh, wait, you didn't write that. Let her do all the talking. That's probably a wrong statement. More like she demanded to do all the talking. Yeah, that's probably more right, honey. You're probably right. But yeah, how I didn't even, there was nothing in your complaint, even that you wrote, that says that she said, quote, "You are black, you cannot have this house." Wow. It's, let's see. It's simple question, like, we can't get a house right now because of that financial stress test that they do. Um, and the question and the requirements for housing in Ontario is freaking huge. Yeah. The slacktivist who cried racism. Yep. Not Mississauga, but pretty much Fergus, Guelph, and Cambridge, and then back into town. Oh, okay. Maybe the other people were willing to pay more. Yeah.
Article continued. In their response submitted to the tribunal, Reed's Heritage Homes and Rasha deny all of Walk's claims and say she isn't entitled to damages. Reed says it prides itself on strictly enforcing and nurturing a culture of respect and maintaining a discrimination-free environment for its employees, customers, and potential buyers. Reed and Rasha say there was a cancellation, and on April 10, 2017, Rasha spoke with another interested buyer, and a meeting with that person was scheduled for noon the next day. Reed and Rasha say a meeting was scheduled with Wux for the same day, but at 2:30 p.m. the other buyer secured the unit with a deposit during his earlier noon meeting with Rasha, Reed and Rasha say in their filing to the tribunal. While the timing was unfortunate for Wux, neither Reed nor Rasha engaged in any discriminatory conduct, Reed and Rasha say.
No, that's not discriminatory. That's first come, first serve. That's just how that works. Sarah says, yep, as a landlord, I'm not taking a personal check. Yeah. They're saying that the discrimination is that she was denied. And then her husband called and they said the house was available. That's dumb. It is dumb.
When Rasha spoke to Wilkes that morning, before the meeting in Fergus, Rasha advised there were other parties interested in the unit, the builder and sales agent say in their reply. At no time during that telephone call or otherwise was Wilkes advised that she was the only interested buyer or that she was guaranteed to be the ultimate purchaser of the property, the builder and agent say. Rasha denies that her demeanor or attitude changed when Walks showed up at the Fergus sales office, but if there was a change, it was because she felt badly about the fact Walks had traveled an hour only to learn the property wasn't available. In the response, Rasha denies having a subsequent conversation on the phone with Walk's partner, and Rasha says she has sold properties to people of all races and nationalities, including one to a black friend or family member of Walk's, although the claim does not specify where that property is located.
It doesn't matter where that property is located. That is true equality. First come, first serve. Yep, exactly. I wouldn't live with her. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, yeah, Fergus is whitewashed to shit, like Victorian era, but yeah, it's not like there are no black people. Yeah.
Vox, 40, also claims she was told by Rasha that the unit was only available to people 50 years old and above, but Rasha and Reeds deny that. Vox race, color, ancestry, ethnic origin and age had no bearing on the events of April 11, 2017. Vox was not denied the property on the basis of any prohibited ground pursuant to the Human Rights Code, the respondents say.
Yeah. I think this is a hugely big reach that this woman is attempting. I think it's absolutely laughable. Like I said, someone else had it, then canceled it. So this is not racism. This woman needs to shut the hell up, says Pincalo. Yeah. Like, we've come closer to being denied a unit because of me being blind than this woman has because she's black. Because we've had landlords ask Pincalo, like, because Pincalo's gone to look at houses and stuff, and they've been like, oh, your wife's blind. Is she going to be okay with the stairs? Like, are you sure you guys want this unit? Because there are stairs here. And it's like, okay, she's blind. She can walk. Like, I'm telling you right now. I am telling you right now, this woman did not get denied this house because she's black. This is stupid. All right. So, what's the next one here? So, do you remember the story I read yesterday about how Canadian Parliament may be wanting to hold Mark Zuckerberg and what's her face Sandberg in contempt of Parliament? Well, this story is titled "Facebook's Zuckerberg and Sandberg won't appear before committee, could be found in contempt of Parliament." Yep. Oh no, this is just a different copy of the story that I read yesterday, so I'm not going to read that one. And now for the titular article. You guys ready for this? Man fined $30,000 for smuggling almost 4,000 kilograms. That's 2.2 pounds to a kilogram. That's almost 8,000 pounds, a little over 8,000 pounds in cheese. This is the black version of a Karen, so give me what I want or I will sue. That's what this is. Yes. Exactly. All right. When border officials refer the driver for a secondary examination, they found eight stacks 8 skids of undeclared cheeses weighing 3,990 kilograms. So yeah, just under 8,000 pounds. All right. Here we go.
A man was charged a $30,000 fine for attempting to smuggle thousands of kilograms of cheese through the Canadian border. Haysom Ezer, 50, was caught with about 3,990 kilograms of cheese at the Thousand Islands border crossing in Lansdowne, on January 10, 2018, according to a link news release.
Thousand Islands, isn't that up near Kingston, Pincalo? Lansdowne? Who smuggles in 8,000 pounds of cheese? I don't know. The fucked up thing is she's not lying. They really did ask me if she could navigate stairs. I even had one ask if she was okay being home by herself. Yeah, Pincalo's talking about trying to get a place for us. That's some of the questions the landlords were asking. I will be honest, I would have asked the same question, press. Wouldn't have stopped me from renting to you, but I would have asked anyway. see, you probably would have asked because you're just trying to be like you the first time you were like, oh, is she okay with the stairs? Like maybe they're narrow, maybe they're a twisty staircase, stuff like that. But these people were like insisting, like, are you sure that she can do the stairs? And Pinkala would be like, yeah, I'm sure. Are you absolutely sure? Like, can she be home by herself? Can she do this? Can she do that? How is she supposed to handle the kids in the like just going in and like on and on and on? It was pretty crazy.
Published by the Canada Border Services Agency, CBSA. When CBSA officials referred Ezer for a secondary examination, they found 8 skids of undeclared cheeses. He was arrested and charged for failing to mark imported goods under Section 159 of the Customs Act. According to the link, Customs Act, all goods that enter Canada must be declared to border officials. If someone fails to declare imported goods, their items could be seized and they could be prosecuted and fined up to $50,000 and spend up to 6 months in jail.
Yep.
You are currently on a text element.
That is absolutely a thing that happens. There is a show, I don't know if it's still on, but it was that's going to make a lot of fondue. Yeah. There is a show that was in response to the border patrol show that the Americans were doing. It's about the Canadian border security stuff, and we have seen episodes where they've taken stuff that wasn't declared and have fined people.
Ezer pleaded guilty and was sentenced at the court in Brockville on May 9, 2019. He was seizure. Ezer pleaded guilty and was sentenced at the court in Brockville on May 9, 2019. He was ordered to pay a $30,000 fine, which he must pay back within 5 years, with a minimum payment of $1,000 a year.
Ouch!
You are currently on
a minimum payment of $1,000 a year. To pay back $30,000 in 5 years at a minimum of $1,000 a year? Holy fuck.
Seizures like this serve as a reminder of the vital role CBSA officers play in preventing risks to Canada's food safety as well as contributing to Canada's economic security, CBSA St. Lawrence District Director Darren Frank said in the release.
Yeah, that is a good point.
According to link CBSA statistics, In the 2018 to 2019 fiscal year, the agency seized more than 1,200 kilograms of cannabis products, over 1,400 kilograms of cocaine, and 696 firearms. They also seized almost $33 million of undeclared currency.
God damn. That's a lot of money. Gotta remember, not every blind person does as well as you do. That's very true. Very true. I want that cheese on a pretzel. Is it weird to see is it weird that I'd be interested to see how you navigate? No, actually, I'm wanting to do a lot of blind traveling stuff, but I'm trying to figure out how I can get good footage of it. Um Basically without having somebody following me around with a camera on me. I'm trying to figure out how I can film this footage um without help, if you know what I mean. Um I'm because I do want to do more video content for you guys, stuff like traveling, um maybe doing some, like, if I can get my house under control, maybe doing some like blind cooking stuff. Um yeah, that's it's hard. It's a hard thing to figure out.
Canada requires a permit and charges pricey tariffs for importers who want to import cheese into Canada. Individuals are allowed to bring up to $20 worth of dairy products into the country, so people do try and cut corners. In 2016, an importer from Burnaby, BC, was fined $25,000 for illegally importing 18,725 kilograms of cheese over a 5-year period, evading $461,000 in duties.
18,000 kilograms. Holy crap. That's like that. Okay, that's close to 40,000 pounds of cheese over 5 years to avoid almost $500,000 in import taxes and duties and things. Might need a GoPro for that. Yeah, I think I do, but the thing is, I need to fund that. Like, honestly, that's probably gonna have to be my next big purchase through your guys's Streamlabs donations, is to get a camera and one that I can use, right? I see, that's the other problem, is I need to find a camera that I can use by myself, one that doesn't have a touch screen. Um One that, like one that I can use fairly simply without having to remember how to navigate through 8,000 menus. Um it's finding all this stuff is pretty difficult, like for accessibility wise. It's yeah, it's a hard thing to do, to find a camera that I can use, um that's not stupidly expensive and that doesn't have a touch screen on it. It's lots of
In the air.
variables that I need to look for. Um, but yes, if you guys really do want that content, I would be more than happy to provide it for you. Um, the undeclared money bothers me the most, though. Oh yeah, if you take, because you're only allowed to have about $9,900 or $9,900 in cash. If you have 10,500, as Pincalo just said, they'll take the entire 10,500 instead of just the overage, which is hard. Strap a GoPro to your head, press. Yeah, I know. That would be the best thing to do. But as I said, I need to find one of the cheaper GoPros and I need to go and basically go to a store and touch the different cameras that are there, see what I can use, um, and then find one that's not $8 billion, um, and go from there. Frustrating, says Skeptalk. Cameras for the blind. Yeah, I know, right? um, but yeah, it is something that I really do want to bring to you guys. Um, so if you'd like to contribute and help me get a camera, please consider going to the Streamlabs link in the description. Or like and share the stream. Get the word out there. Let's get some more people involved and watching. Um, let's see, what is chat saying here? Is it GoPro time? People just don't think that way. Nope, they certainly don't. I think I have a couple more stories from Pincalo. Let's check and see. Oh, nope. Let's see here. Let's see. Skeptalk said he left some fun stories in Discord. So let's imagine if you came down my way, says RJ. Did you hear how much he was ducking out on duties? Um, Almost $500,000, and he was refusing to pay for. I know, that's insane. Hello, Costin. Let's see here. Oh, you know what? Let's see how the news app works here. News. Open up news. News has no windows, does it? Welcome to Apple News. Oh, I thank you. Yes, check for news stories, please. Okay, that's not working. So let's go to Discord instead. See what Skeptalk sends us. Let's see what's in Discord here. Close that. Text channels. Come along. Grr. What's in the general channel? Gunfox said to check in the general channel. What's here? General. Oh, you stupid piece of shit. Sorry, guys. Discord's being, Discord. Discord's being Discord. That's all I can say to that. Discord is being Discord. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's let's now that I think I've figured this out here. There we go. Okay. Let's see here. 25 new messages. Oh, I'm not reading that one. That's sad. Damn you, sad stories. That is, nah, no sad. Sad is bad. Sad is bad. What's in general? Gunfox said there was something in general. What's here? Oh, this is a tweet that Gunfox posted, and I saw this before the stream. It says pregnancy and childbirth cause serious and permanent changes to a woman's body. Require that a quarter inch of men's penises for every wait, okay. Require you cut off a quarter inch of a man's penis for every pregnancy that he is the cause of. Wow. Wow. Okay. And there's 628 likes for this thing. That's insane. 628 people thought that was a good idea. Good Lord. What has happened to this planet? Could you imagine a man saying something like, women carry 100% of the children, so for every pregnancy that she wants to carry to term, remove a section of her uterus? What the where do these people get these ideas? I just don't understand. I told you it would hurt your brain, says Gunfox. wait, wait, what? No thanks. Think I'll just bang dudes. Yeah. Um, cheese made from celebrity armpits, stuff like that. Oh god. Mine were fun and interesting. Gold mining, mushrooms. Ooh, can we talk about that tomorrow, dude? Because that does sound like fun. I'm stuck, because for some reason on my phone, I can't see all the stories for in the coffee stream um channel. Let me see. No, I don't want the post your friends content channel. I wanted the news for the coffee stream channel. God damn it. There we go. Where is the uh Yeah, I can only see 2 stories at a time right now, which is kind of annoying. Oh, there it is. Gold producing fungus found in Australia. We'll read this story right now. I'm going to copy and send it to myself, and we'll finish off the stream with gold producing fungus, because that's actually pretty cool. Ah, yeah, that sounds really freaking interesting. So let's read about that. And that'll be a good sciencey way to end the coffee stream. So let's get back into Safari here and open up the news. Or open up my Twitter DMs here. History. There are my Twitter thingy. Oh, it didn't keep me logged in. Who on you, Twitter? Okay. Let's thanks for that interesting story, Scap, because that sounds really cool. So we're gonna read about this in as soon as my internet cooperates. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's interesting. That's a thing I'll have to look at. So, researchers discover gold-coated fungi in Australia. Okay, so this is kind of cool. Gold-coated fungi gives you a whole new meaning to the words gold-plated mushrooms. I'd like some gold leaf mushrooms, Jeeves, if you please. All right. Let's read here. So it's called golden foil. Okay.
A gold-loving fungus discovered in Australia could lead to natural methods of gold mining.
Very cool.
A gold-loving fungus, a rather surprising discovery has been found in Western Australia, gold-covered fungi. A rather link. According to The Guardian, this fungus draws gold particles from its surroundings, which leaves its exterior looking golden itself.
Cool. So I guess it's attracted to the molecules in the gold or the bond. Like I wonder what attracts it. Let's read on, see if they tell us.
It's not unusual for mushrooms to take up organic material, but it certainly is for them to take up heavy metals that they then display on their exteriors, explained researcher Dr. Chingbo Hu, especially when said metal is gold.
Yeah, like it's often, known that fungi can pick up organic stuff, but heavy metals, that's a very new development. That is really interesting. Gold covered fungus, that's the fungus among us. Yes. It really is about how much gold, it really is more about how much gold there is still exposed in Australia. That's true.
But gold is so chemically inactive that this interaction is both unusual and surprising. It had to be seen to be believed. Third-party the fungi, or Fusarium oxysporum, was determined to produce a chemical superoxide that can actually dissolve and then secrete gold.
Wow. So oxyforum sporum? Is that how they pronounced it?
Third-party the fungi, or Fusarium oxysporum.
Oh, Fusarium oxysporum. Okay.
Was determined to produce a chemical superoxide that can actually dissolve and then secrete gold.
That is really, really cool.
Indeed, after taking up the gold, this fungus then mixes that dissolved gold with another chemical to turn it back into solid gold. Particles of the gold then stick out of the fungus itself. The fascinating new study was link published in the journal Nature Communications. You are currently up.
So it dissolves the gold that it happens to be on or around in, or takes it in, takes in the dissolved gold, and then re-solidifies the gold and excretes it. That's kind of cool.
The discovery has since stunned scientists who have not yet determined exactly why this interaction occurs. One theory is that the gold particles actually provide an evolutionary advantage to the fungus. Gold-coated fungi were recorded to be much larger and growing much faster than fungi that did not interact with gold. The gold particles, then, may be helping the fungus to better digest some forms of its food and thus grow larger and faster.
Huh. That is a very interesting observation. So it's almost as if the gold is aiding the digestion and the growth of this fungus. That's very, very interesting. It makes them feel pretty. They are pretty, oh so pretty. They feel pretty and witty and gay. Gold doesn't react with anything.
Link image. Link. Link. For this link. The savings are heating up during link. Scientists also believe that the bizarre interaction could indicate that there are existing gold deposits underneath the earth where the fungi were found. With further research, scientists hope to determine whether these fungi can be used as a natural exploration tool to uncover more of Australia's gold metal resources, which are predicted to experience a steep decline in the future. We want to understand if the fungi we studied can be used in combination with these exploration tools to help industry to target prospective areas, said Chief Research Scientist Dr. Ravi Anand. Industry miners have already been using gum leaves in termite mounds, both of which can store tiny traces of gold like this fungus, to guide metal exploration.
Huh.
The gold-loving fungus might offer another natural method to detecting precious gold deposits.
That's true. That's very true. This is a really interesting. Thank you for finding this, Skep. I doubt there's a real reaction with gold, probably just leaching it from the surrounding environment. Yeah. Let's see.
Third-party ad content frame. Saskia Binschidler, a microbiologist from Switzerland's University of Neuchâtel, was not involved in the study, but she believes that it has opened up exploration into an unusual use for microbes. Fungi with gold particles image. An electron microscope image of the gold-loving fungi. You are currently on it. This could be a greener approach to mining gold, Binschidler. You are link told ABC News. She added that the study could lead to more research about using microbes to mine other metals like copper and silver from waste or sewage sludge.
Using microbes to mine. What an interesting idea. Microbe miners. What do you guys think? Do you think there could be microbe miners?
Natural gold is usually formed at extremely high temperatures at hundreds of thousands of feet below the surface. Erosion often pushes the metal closer to the Earth's surface, but even then it is still a long way from detection. Third part, the fungi's ability to draw the gold particles into its body could likely grant the organism an even bigger role in less invasive drilling, not only detecting the underground metal but pulling it upward out of the ground as well.
Yeah, but then you're doing stuff to the fungus, right? Like, that's an interesting philosophical question. Do you use a life form, regardless of the fact that it's like just a fungus, to extract metal or other things from the planet? And does it is it better for the planet to do it that way versus our usual mining activities? That's an interesting debate. Micro miners, hi ho, it's off to work we go. So yeah, guys, that's our article about gold fungus. So and it's just about 2 o'clock. So guys, we've reached the end of yet another coffee stream. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves here as much as I have enjoyed myself. Um, Top of the hour, yep. I hope you guys have had fun today. I have. Please remember to come back tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Central for the Wednesday coffee stream, which is a Wednesdays with Skep edition. I hope everyone has a good day. And I hope you guys will come back and watch tomorrow. Stay safe and enjoy the weather if it's not raining where you are. And if it is, well, stay dry. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great one.